The Straw Hats and Vegapunk are this close to escaping on the Vega Force 1. Freedom seems within reach. And then, nope. Admiral Kizaru crashes the party, lightspeed entrance and all. He doesn't waste a second, going straight for Sentomaru. This was huge. You could practically hear the collective gasp online. Sentomaru, the guy known for having the greatest defense, commanding the pacifistas, squaring off against a freaking admiral. But it wasn't just about power levels, and the reactions picked up on that instantly. There's history. That whole uncle dynamic, with Sentomaru calling Kizaru that, plus his deep loyalty to Vegapunk, who basically took him in and raised him. It adds this heavy emotional weight to the whole confrontation. It feels personal, almost tragic. So, the fight kicks off. The tension is palpable. How does the ultimate defense stand up to pure light? Reactors were buzzing about the history, remembering how Vegapunk fed Sentomaru, how Kizaru was this uncle figure. It makes the clash feel less like Guard A versus Admiral B and more like a painful family drama unfolding. And then, Kizaru ends it, pretty decisively. Looked like one massive, brutal light beam attack. The reactions flipped from tense anticipation to shock and sadness. People were flooding the comments. Wait, is he? You felt that gut punch, and the implications are massive, right? Sentomaru goes down, and suddenly the control over the pacifistas flips. That's a devastating blow to the escape plan. Seeing the greatest defense just dismantled like that. It's a cold, hard reminder of just how overwhelming an admiral's power really is. The animation absolutely sold it too. Kizaru's speed, the sheer intensity of his light powers. It left viewers stunned. The big question hanging over every reaction thread was, did Sentomaru survive? Is he okay? Tons of speculation, hope, clashing with that grim feeling you get after seeing someone take a hit like that. It shows how invested people are. Amidst this main event drama, general chaos is erupting everywhere. Those weird fake sea beasts Lilith whipped up. Some reactors joked they were chumps compared to Kizaru, but they definitely added to the mayhem, pounding the Navy ships, painting a picture of total pandemonium on Egghead. Definitely didn't help the Straw Hats' stress levels. Seeing Kizaru just standing there, you could almost see the Sabaody PTSD kicking in for the crew in the reaction clips. People immediately flashed back. Luffy sensing that powerful presence, Usopp and Nami's terror. It felt like Sabaody revisited. But crucially, they're stronger now. That fear, though, still very real. That connection to Sabaody was huge for viewers. It contextualizes everything, how far they've come, yet how terrifying an admiral remains. It perfectly sets the stage for that final confrontation. We also saw the vice admirals trying to handle the sea beasts and, well, not having the best time. It just underlined the scale of the threat. Even vice admirals are struggling. Egghead is seriously dangerous territory. But then, a moment of unexpected competence amidst the chaos. Stussy. Lucci, being classic sneaky Lucci, tries to take out Vegapunk while everyone's distracted. But Stussy is right there. Intercepts him. Saves Vegapunk. Reactors were cheering her on. Her speed, the "where did she come from" element, it got a lot of praise and raised even more questions about her whole deal. And just as that dust settles, Zoro spots Lucci. And it is on. Finally. The rematch fans have been buzzing about forever. Reactors went absolutely nuts for this. The history? The Water 7 fight. People are unbelievably hyped to see Zoro vs Lucci, round 2. They peel off, setting up their own isolated battle. How do their powers stack up now? Massive anticipation. Okay. But the main event, the cliffhanger that broke the internet. Luffy sees Kizaru making a move for the ship and just appears right in his path, blocks him cold. The hype in the reaction videos just detonated. This is it. Luffy isn't running this time. It's such a powerful image. Kizaru was key in scattering his crew back then. Now, Luffy's standing right in his way, protecting them. And then, the kick. Oh man, that kick. Foot comes down, radiating Conqueror's haki. You could see it, feel it. Reactors absolutely lost their minds. Ballistic doesn't even cover it. The comments were just a flood. Admiral level fight, Luffy vs Kizaru, let's go! The anticipation is off the charts. It felt monumental, didn't it? Like this is the payoff for Sabaody. The redemption arc actualized, as some reactors put it. People brought up Shaki's line about them being 100 times stronger. And here's Luffy, blocking an admiral's path with pure haki. It feels like that promise fulfilled. A true full circle moment. And then, to be continued. Brutal. Just a sharp cut, leaving everyone hanging, desperate for the next episode. Masterful suspense building. Looking back at all those reactions, the overall vibe, animation and pacing got near universal praise. The episode looked incredible, flowed perfectly, kept the tension sky high. Emotionally, the Sentomaru and Kizaru stuff hit hard, but overwhelming everything by the end was just pure, undiluted hype for Luffy taking on Kizaru. People also really loved the callbacks, Sabaody being the big one, obviously. But just that sense of history, that connective tissue, resonates with longtime fans. Seeing Luffy stand up to Kizaru wasn't just cool. Viewers felt like it was earned after everything he's been through. And with things escalating so fast, the theories started flying. What's next? Is Saturn finally going to step out? Lots of speculation about Kizaru's real orders, Saturn's role. The feeling was strong that this is just the opening act for something even bigger on Egghead. It feels like a major turning point is imminent. This episode shifted the entire arc into a higher gear. So, wrapping up this deep dive into the episode 1125 reactions. Kizaru's arrival was explosive. His clash with Sentomaru was emotional and strategically significant. Stussy delivered a clutch save. Zoro and Lucci are off to settle their score. And it all built to that colossal cliffhanger. Luffy staring down Kizaru, haki blazing, ready for round 2. Seeing it all unfold through those immediate fan reactions just hammers home the stakes, the history, and the incredible growth of Luffy and his crew. They're facing that same overwhelming threat from Sabaody, but this time, they're meeting it head-on. It's huge. Which brings us to a final thought. Considering everything, Sabaody Kizaru's power, Luffy's entire journey, what does it truly mean for Luffy to be able to stand against an admiral like this now? Forget just the fight itself for a moment. Think bigger picture. What does this confrontation signal for the Straw Hats' place in the world for the balance of power between pirates and the Navy? It's more than just a rematch. It feels like a statement. What do you think that statement is? Something to chew on until next time.
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell to the later update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next video.